This is the MHS Pawdcast, the online radio voice of Metuchen High School.
Hello everybody and welcome to the second ever edition of the Metuchen High School Pawdcast, the show where we talk sports, news, and all things Metuchen High School. I'm your host, as always, Eddie Kalegi. Lots to get to on today's show, the second ever of the MHS Pawdcast, and so many guests. First, I'll be doing the sports report this week. Dylan Manfred could not be here, but actually, he wrote the sports report, so it's kind of me reading his writing, per se. Then, we'll be joined by Hruday Shah, Kyra Stolarski, and Matt Kwok, three freshmen who are starting the all-new Computer Club. And finally, we'll be joined by Madame Girin and Ms. Scala to discuss the Outdoor Wellness Club. So many guests, but first, let's send it to our brand new contributor and co-host of the MHS Pawdcast. Now reading some school announcements, here is Josh Hyman. Josh, take it away.
So first, Metuchen High School has announced its second ever Hall of Fame class. This year's inductees are led by magician David Copperfield, Mildred B. Moss, the person who Moss School is named after, and former Superintendent Teresa Sinatra, and Bernard Spinger, who worked in the broadcasting world. All 11 inductees will be honored during the halftime of Metuchen Thanksgiving football game, which we will be broadcasting live on the MHS Pawdcast. Next, all freshmen must schedule a conference with their guidance counselors on Genesis. And finally, remember to go and see the Footlighters present She Kills Monsters. This is Metuchen High School's fall play. Showings will be Thursday, November 30th, Friday, December 1st, and Saturday, December 2nd at 7 p.m. Tickets are $10 in advance and $12 at the door. Make sure to come and support the Footlighters.
Thank you, Josh. And now, here is the sports. In cross country, the boys and girls teams had a great showing at the group meet this past Saturday. The girls won their second consecutive Group 1 title, their fourth in program history. They scored 75 points. On the boys' end, they narrowly came in second place to Mountain Lakes High School, 109 to 112. Just a quick note, in cross country, the team with the lowest score wins. If you did not know, the points are determined by the runner's placement, adding all the positions together gets the point, so clearly you want the lowest one, and the boys came out just below Mountain Lakes, and for the girls, they were in first place. Both of these teams will race again this Saturday at the Meet of Champions. Football, as Josh Hyman said, plays their final game of the season against Highland Park in the annual Thanksgiving Day Showdown. Kickoff is slated promptly for 10 a.m. at Metuchen High School, and remember, we will be bringing it to you on our Audio Sports online page. Remember to check it out. The broadcast will be starting at 9:55 a.m. Eastern. We'll have an announcement on the YouTube channel this weekend, just to remind you to check it out. In the game, Metuchen looks to bring back the trophy from the Highland Park Owls, as they were defeated 35-7 last season. Postseason awards were announced for boys and girls soccer yesterday, and many Metuchen players made it on the list. Starting with boys soccer, Jack Bradley, Marco Spaziono, and Avi Hogan-Appel were named the All-Blue Division team. Then for girls soccer, Maya Stolarski was named to the All-GMC team. Along with Stolarski, Molly Walters, Hope Kenny, Rory Joselle, and Sky Nowicki were named to the All-Blue Division team. So that's it for the sports. Now it's time for our first interview of today's Metuchen High School Pawdcast. Computers seem to be becoming a bigger and bigger part of society by the day. Having a certain level of knowledge in this field is starting to be a necessity. With so many jobs in so many different fields relying heavily on understanding how to code and work computers, three freshmen have decided to form a brand new club at Metuchen High School, taking some aspects they've learned from last year's computer science class at Edgar Middle School to accommodate for this demand on computers and to allow people to enjoy technology. It's great to be joined by the creators of the Computer Club, Hruday Shah, Kyra Stolarski, and Matt Kwok. Why did you guys decide to start this club?
Well, last year a new course was introduced to Edgar Middle School, and we got a taste of certain things in the computer world, like robots and making websites. However, when we got to the high school, there wasn't anything like this, so we decided we would just create it ourselves, and there the Computer Robotics Club was created.
Okay, so what is going to happen at each meeting of the Computer Club, and what are some things you guys are planning on doing?
Well, we ordered something called Adafruit, and we're probably going to use Makey Makey, which if you guys did computer programming last year, you would know what it is. And Mr. Stevens, our advisor, has a Lego of robotics set, I think the EV3, that he's going to lend to us to use during class or club, and we're going to have a kind of competition with that.
Okay, so what do you want kids to get out of this club?
I mean, you just want to kind of learn more about computers and like more about what you can do with them.
Do you need a certain level of knowledge and understanding about computers to be part of the club?
No. If you don't know something, Matt, Kyra, or we would help you understand what you need help with. Like, for example, Adafruit is something that neither of us has used, and we're learning, and if no one else knows how to use it, we could help you with that. And since we have some prior knowledge in the field, we could also tell you what you're missing. We could help you with if you have mistakes or something. And Mr. Stevens is also the computer programming teacher, so he should also be able to find and help you if you need help.
So do you guys know when the first meeting of the club is going to be?
It's going to be November 30th on Thursday.
After school?
Yes.
Okay. Stay posted on the school announcements for more info about the club, and we'll make an announcement on our next show, Wednesday, November 29th, about the first meeting. Thanks a lot, guys, and good luck with the club.
Gracias.
What a great interview to start things off here on the second ever edition of the Metuchen High School Pawdcast. It's clear that these three kids have a mission. They're all freshmen, and they got the opportunity to take the 8th grade computer science class the first year it was offered, and they can share the knowledge that they got with upperclassmen who never got the opportunity to take that class. And they're putting that to the test and forming this club, a great initiative by all three of them. Josh Hyman is done with us for today, but I will still be here, Eddie Kalegi, here on the MHS Pawdcast, and when we come back after this commercial break, I'll be joined by Madam Girin and Ms. Scala, who are the co-advisors of the Outdoor Wellness Club, to discuss what exactly happens with the Outdoor Wellness Club and what kind of trips they run. Stay with us here on the MHS Pawdcast, the radio voice of Metuchen High School.
Insurance. It's a commodity. It shouldn't be an impulse buy. Purchasing the right insurance takes time, and it must be fitted for your goals and your lifestyle. Farmers Insurance likes to do it right. They invite you to sit back, have some coffee, and relax. They listen to your needs, desires, and dreams, and shape an insurance policy just for you. An old-fashioned take on insurance? Possibly, but it's been working for agents and clients alike for years. Visit your local agent, Ed Van Eckert, today at 54 Pearl Street, right here in Metuchen, or call 732-548-4444 for a free quote. Ed's number one concern is Metuchen. Once again, that's 732-548-4444 or at 54 Pearl Street in Metuchen. Farmers, making the brainy borough smarter about insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Having trouble seeing the board in class? Do you need safety glasses for your school sport? If you answered yes to either of these questions, head over to Optique Unique, the eyeglass store at 406 Main Street in Metuchen. Optique Unique does it all. Not only do they offer eyewear for all ages, they also sell sports-specific safety glasses for kids and adults. Call them at 732-321-2020. That's 732-321-2020, or visit OptiqueUnique.com. Do you want to build character, build confidence, or even build yourself? All that and more can be accomplished at the Black Belt Institute at 23 New Street, right here in Metuchen. Students of all ages have been able to learn respect, discipline, fitness, and self-defense from their experienced instructors for over 20 years. Whether you're an adult looking for stress reduction or know someone young who has interest in Taekwondo, the Black Belt Institute is the place to go. the Institute takes a fun approach at teaching the rules of self-defense, instilling in their students an I-can-do-it attitude. Interested in taking a class? Call them at 732-205-9797 or visit their website at blackbeltinst.com. Once again, that's 732-205-9797 or blackbeltinst.com. The Black Belt Institute, Metuchen's leader in martial arts and fitness.
Let's give a thank you to some of our sponsors. Thank you to What's the Scoop, Reflections on Main, the Main Street Barbershop, and the Metuchen Savings Bank. None of this would be possible without the help of these businesses.
Next Thursday, November 23rd, the Metuchen High School Pawdcast will be live to broadcast the Thanksgiving football game between Metuchen and Highland Park. It's an early bird special on Turkey Day, with coverage starting at 9:55 a.m. Eastern. Be sure to join me, Eddie Kalegi, and Dylan Manfrey on the call. The link to all of our basketball and football broadcasts is in the description. Welcome back to the Metuchen High School Pawdcast, the radio voice of Metuchen High School. I'm Eddie Kalegi. The Outdoor Wellness Club, a place where people can exercise, experience the natural world around them, and have fun with friends at the same time. For more, we are happy to be joined by MHS teachers and co-advisors of the club, Madame Girin and Ms. Scala. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So what will typically happen at an ordinary meeting of the Outdoor Wellness Club?
Well, I would say that we usually tend to have meetings when we know we have a trip planned or we know we have events coming up. So in the beginning of the year, we might brainstorm a little bit with students, different ideas. But usually it's pretty informational. It's pretty factual. We give them permission slips. We tell them how to prepare for hiking, what equipment they should bring or not bring. And it's really an open club. A lot of students think that they can't join unless that they come to meetings every single week, but it's kind of the trips are available when they're available, and anyone is welcome to join.
So you mentioned that you guys run some trips. What are some of the different types of trips and activities that you guys run?
Well, last year was the first year that we ran this club. We did a lot of hiking, indoor rock climbing, bouldering, and was it a ropes course, outdoor ropes course, a ski trip. Am I forgetting anything else? We have a lot brainstormed, but I think those are the main things that we've done. This year so far we've gone on 2 hikes. One was up North Jersey and one was to Hartshorn Woods, which is near Sandy Hook. And we're looking forward to a ski trip and anticipating planning probably a rock climbing trip and a ropes course. Yeah.
So students clearly have fun in the club. What do you want students to get out of being a part of the Outdoor Wellness Club?
Well, I personally love to be outdoors with my family, so I want my students to enjoy that as well and to experience something other than the pressures of school and kind of be one with nature and explore and just kind of be outside of school. That's pretty much my number one goal, is to take them out of school and into nature.
Very cool. So when do you guys meet and what room is it?
We meet, I would say, when we have a meeting, we meet on Tuesdays in room 215. Not every single week, but when we know there are upcoming events, we'll start calling meetings, putting them in announcements, and sending a remind.
Okay, so the Outdoor Wellness Club meets Tuesdays in room 215. Any questions, see Madame Girin or Ms. Scala for details. Thanks for joining the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That will just about wrap up our show, and we hope that you enjoyed the second ever Metuchen High School Pawdcast. Our next broadcast, of course, will be Thursday the 23rd at the Thanksgiving football game. Next show will be Wednesday, November 29th. So a thank you to all of our sponsors, thanking the Black Belt Institute, Farmers Insurance, Optique Unique, What's the Scoop?, the Main Street Barbershop, Reflections on Main, and the Metuchen Savings Bank. None of this would be possible without your help. A big thank you also to Miss Wisniewski, advisor of the club, Mrs. Glave for giving us the space in the library, and to all of our guests today. And also big thanks to some of our contributors, Dylan Manfrey and Josh Hyman. That's going to wrap it up. That's all the time we have. I'm Eddie Kalegi, and we will see you next time here on the Metuchen High School Pawdcast, the radio voice of Metuchen High School.